Welcome back to the BeanCast. It's like an ingrown chest hair, but way more painful. Yeah,
Oh
I like that one. I like that one. I thought of that one 2 seconds from now.
I guess it's okay that you didn't stick with what we normally
Welcome.
do.
Yeah, that's okay though.
It is okay.
That's okay. Hello.
Speaking of ingrown chest hairs, our brother Aaron, another Bean, was supposed to join us on this show, but he is a sissy and is playing Destiny, hot garbage, and won't be joining us tonight. Hopefully he gets on next week. He probably won't because we'll probably be states away, but whatever.
I have a third nipple. That's why I was thinking of that.
No.
Yeah. It hurts.
Oh my goodness. I'm
It
sure
really
it
does.
does. Just try not to mess with it during the BeanCast.
I think I'm going to pull it out.
Well, if you do it, don't do it during the BeanCast.
I might do it during the BeanCast.
Okay, that's enough.
I'll give you all a play-by-play.
Please do not. Spare our Bean Society.
Should we get right into it, or should we fluff a little bit more?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not into fluff.
You would.
I hate fluff episodes. I hate fluff. I don't even get fluff on my shakes. All right.
Let's just stop it there.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, it's not a joke. It's serious. I don't.
Welcome to the. We already did that.
We can just jump into it. I don't like fluff.
I guess.
Our first thing on the docket today is my opinions on my last game that I did. Yeah.
What's a docket?
It is a paper that people write things on.
Why don't we just call it our notes?
It's our outline because
our outline. See, that's better.
I did notes. Did you do your homework?
I think no.
No, you didn't.
No,
I did. I've been.
That's okay though.
I
get nice
love
reactions.
doing this, and I enjoy doing a little bit of research, even though I don't do as much as people who do this professionally.
But we are professionals.
I am a professional bean, but not
I have a professional
beancaster.
opinion.
I do have a professional.
I am professional at giving my opinions.
Yes.
And everyone cares about it.
So our first thing today is my
Including me.
opinions on my game from last week that I was, what did you call? I was assigned to play.
That's right. He has homework.
Yes. That's probably why I do my research, because I have to do it anyway by playing a game, which is perfectly fine. One of the things I always wanted in life was to be able to get paid to play games. And so
neither
far,
of those is happening.
I'm able to play games.
Right.
But I am able to do it for a show, which is good, and I enjoy that. And I hope that our viewers enjoy that too, even though there may not be any viewers.
I don't know. I think we've retained an audience.
Yeah, maybe us and our students.
And Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
I'm
sure he's back. We're going to be talking about him later today.
Beautiful old man.
Just a little, I guess, tease,
Is he old?
as he would call it, as Jeremy would call it. Y'all,
that's right. We just teased your beans.
We are totally on two different topics at the same time. My opinion, or my game from last week was the game Doom.
2016.
Yeah, it was the first Doom.
2016, the reboot.
Is it Bethesda? Was that the first Doom that Bethesda did?
I don't think so. I don't want to. No, I don't know.
See, that's something you should have looked up.
Why should I have looked up that?
Because it's your favorite game. It's something that you should know.
I think Doom 3 was after it got acquired by Bethesda. Don't you think so?
I don't know nothing about
That's
it.
Right.
All
That's
I know is what I played.
You big dumb.
Which is what we're all talking about, is what I thought about it as I played it.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, what is Doom? Can take it away.
All right, this is how I would describe Doom.
Testosterone the game.
No, not at all.
Yes, dude, it totally is.
No, I mean,
yeah, man.
We'll get to it. Now, first of all, I did like the music.
Yeah, no, you liked it or did you love it?
I mean, I liked it. It was not. I don't know if loved is a good term, maybe, but I definitely liked it. Okay, it definitely matched the game to a T, and I appreciated that.
Not only did it match the game, but it totally drove the game. And you're a chump for not loving it.
I'm going to respond even worse to you.
I'm going to be so offended this whole time.
You don't even know my opinions on the game for real. And you also won't. Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
What is Doom?
Okay, Doom. Doom is running around and killing demons.
Okay, that's a terrible.
Or monsters, if you don't like the word demons, but they're demons.
They're from hell.
They are,
like
and you're going around, and it's very, it's very, I mean, it's graphic, but it's not like deathly graphic to where it's like
Violence
terrible.
the Game.
Yes, there you go, Violence the Game.
Also known as Testosterone.
I think that Violence the Game is a perfect title. The music definitely drove it, just like you said. I like the music very much. I did have a couple of issues.
For those of you who
with
don't know, the music in it is like major heavy metal mixed with a little bit of electronic. Okay?
Yeah, all instrumentals, obviously.
Right. I mean, it is like once you get into a fight with like, it could be just the smallest of demons, or it could be like a giant like battle that takes you like an hour. It's just
yeah, and the music is on. The way that do you know the guy's name that made the music?
Mick Gordon.
Mick Gordon?
No, Mick Gordon.
Mick Gordon. Well, he made the music where it would be on a loop to where it could play over and over and over again until you finished fighting. So whether it took you 5 minutes or it took you an hour, the music kept playing and then it slowly died down at the end. So it wasn't just a complete cutoff, and the next thing you know, it's like complete silence.
He made the music to where it would tailor to the player and not take the player out of it, but draw the player into it, and to the point where they are just so engrossed into it, they spend days playing the game.
That would be Jeremy. I did play it for days, but only because I needed to finish it.
That's terrible. Don't insult me.
No, it wasn't an insult. It was just insulting. Okay, so, but yeah, that's pretty much what the game is. A person in the game called Olivia Pierce. It was a member of ARC, which, do you know what ARC stands for?
No, you're wrong. A member of UAC.
UAC, that's right.
ARC isn't in there, but
ARC is in the next.
You played the game? Did you do your homework?
I did. It's just been a while.
Yeah, because
I finished it in like 2 days.
Corporation.
I finished it in like 2 days.
Yeah, Union Aerospace Corporation.
Yes, she's a member of that, and they were supposed to be researching science, and somehow got into the.
What kind of science, man? Listen, they solved an energy crisis on Earth with an energy source from hell called Argent Energy.
Hot garbage.
UAC had a cult inside of it, led by Olivia Pierce, and they opened a portal to hell and let all demons come out
and get them. And they pretty much all died except her, and she was deceived into thinking that they would give her things because she's pretty much an idiot and decided to trust people from there.
Yeah, literally from hell, and she trusted them.
So she deserved what she got, is all I'm saying.
A testosterone blast to the face.
Don't say things like that, please. Okay, enough of that. Now,
it's a boy.
Are we going to get onto my opinions of it?
I don't know.
Do you think we described that enough?
It's just you. All right. There's it's an arena shooter. For those of you who don't know, it's an arena shooter. So it's not like your normal Call of Duty first-person shooters. It's more of a, you run and gun. You never stop moving. If you stop moving, you're gonna die because the way the gameplay is, there's no sprint. You're going dummy fast the entire time. And there's no aiming. You can put mods on your weapons, and that would be the aim button. But you just run and gun, and it's really fast-paced.
Fast-paced.
Yeah, before Doom Eternal came out, it was the fastest pace.
Yeah.
A little bit of a bean teaser there for you. Woo. Okay, so talk about your testosterone-infused blast.
Do not say things like that.
Come on.
That just does not sound right.
Get your mind at it together.
Are you wanting me to give my opinions? Is that what we're talking about now?
Yeah, break down your opinion. Give reasons for your opinion.
Yes, I have. I've had time to think about this, and I've come up with an answer. Hopefully it sounds like I have spent time thinking about it.
Because he certainly didn't spend time playing the game.
I didn't. I finished it really, really fast. Okay, so when you get in there, and I had to learn, Jeremy, I'm glad you kind of gave me the tutorial almost. In order to understand the story, you've got to read the story. Within the game, they give you these little pickups that you pick up, and you can click on it and read. Or if you kill one of the demons, then it's called a codex. But it's a pickup that you pick up, and you can read, and you learn about the history of the game, the people involved in there, the demons that are there, what are their weak points and strong points, where they came from, how they were made. Because some of them were actually made, they came from hell, and then they were
augmented with technology.
Right. And so you learn about that. You learn about the history of who you are. You do learn about that a lot in the first game too, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit more cryptic.
Yeah, it's a lot cryptic. And it's because they wanted to get another game out if it succeeded, and they were going to go deeper into it.
But basically, you're literally the coolest person ever. Everyone in hell is scared of you. And they had to lock you inside of a tomb because they were so scared and they couldn't kill you.
Yes.
You fought them for like thousands of years and they were like, nope.
Time to die.
Instead,
no,
they died.
We're going to lock you inside of a genie bottle.
Basically.
Okay, so, but you got to read, you got to do a lot of reading. Okay, and again, I'm a big story guy. I love a good story. It's one reason why I like the games that I like, because of the story. It's very story driven. And this game is much more story driven than it looks like on the surface, but you have to do the reading.
But the best part is that you want to read it because, like, it's literally no.
You assume that you just want to read.
No, listen, it is literally one of the only downtimes between just fighting and violence. So you pause it, take a breather. You're like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah, because I need a breather when I'm playing a game.
When you're playing testosterone blast the game.
This isn't military training time where you need to take a break, otherwise you'll die.
It is for your third chest hair if you're not careful.
I don't know if that applies.
It does.
Even in a metaphorical sense.
It does.
You're hot garbage.
You're a chest hair.
Okay, so but there's a lot of reading, which really is the hot garbage part, because I don't want to have to do the work. I want it to be made for me. It's part of playing the game. It's supposed to be entertaining, and I love to read. So it's not that I don't like to read. I read at least one book a week.
To be fair though, if you don't read anything, any of the codex entries, you still get a story. You know, it's still
but you got huge gaps. We're talking about the
right.
Doom 2016.
Right. To be fair, though,
a little different.
It draws you in and it makes you want to read it. I promise, because I hate reading in games. I don't ever read any of the lore, but I read all the lore.
It definitely gave me a reason to read it because I wanted to have some story, but I did not like the reading that I had to read in order to get the full effect of the story.
That's fair. That's your wrong opinion.
Okay. So, but hey, they didn't come here for your opinions. They came here for mine.
I'm literally the only reason I'm here.
Yes. Me too. I am literally the only reason that I am here.
We literally listen to this podcast and we're like, I agree with him so much.
Yes,
that's so good.
Now that is what I said that about myself first.
But I always think I'm funny.
And I was like, I really agree with this guy. And it's me. Of course I agree with him.
He's a chump.
It's crazy when you hear yourself. Y'all don't even know. Maybe one day you will. Maybe you'll be invited onto the BeanCast.
But don't get your hopes up.
Yes, unless you're Aaron, then you can get your hopes up, but you're still hot garbage.
Yeah, because you bailed on us, chump.
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
Okay, but I didn't love the reading. If this was Cinema Sins, I would give it 2 sins. Hashtag no product placement.
That's not
or whatever you want to call it.
Copyright?
Copyright? No, man.
I don't know. Why would we ever even... All right.
It's not copyright because we talk about all this stuff and we
I think
don't
you
have
even
the rights
misused
to it.
2 sins?
I gave it 2 sins.
That's it?
Well, how many do they usually give for reading?
Like 700,000 billion?
Well, not for all the reading. Only if there's a lot of reading, which there was in this one, so maybe it does deserve 700 million sins.
No.
But I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt.
It literally deserves all the sins because you're literally in hell.
Now it's time for the next part of my opinion.
I thought it was funny.
Okay, the next part of my opinion. Initially, starting out the game, and maybe it's because I had to get used to stopping and reading.
Oh, whatever. It's not that much reading.
Because I had to get... Okay, it was very slow-paced getting started.
What? What do you mean? You literally... The very first thing you do is smash a demon's skull and grab a gun and start shooting with no context whatsoever. It's slow to start.
It is... compared to the rest of the game, it was... The story was slow getting started.
Oh, but it has to be, because you're this first time you were introduced.
Not necessarily. It was slow to me. It was slower than I felt like it needed to be. Okay.
So you think it took too long to build up?
Yes, and then,
Butts are for sitting.
Butts are for sitting and other things. I don't ever get any on my butt.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
I've had a pimple in my butt before.
All right, enough of that.
Okay.
Halfway through the game, though, it picks up, and I appreciated that, and it made the game fun to me.
That's right. That's what we want to hear.
More
10
so,
out of 10 beans.
More so than usual, and so where it was going like 3 beans, it went up.
Oh my!
It definitely went up.
You were never gonna give it 3 beans.
It was slow. I almost didn't want to continue.
For like what, the first 2 levels?
Well, maybe the first 4.
4? Really?
Yeah.
You think it was? All right.
Yeah, and it was slow moving, and I was like, man, I gotta force I was afraid this was gonna seriously be a game I would have to force myself to play.
But I have a question. Do you think that since you've played Doom Eternal, it's affected your thoughts on Doom?
I will give that opinion next week.
No, I just want to say
not the first Doom game. My opinion is still pretty stable on that one.
Okay, so you don't think it's affected your
concerning the
opinion on
Doom
Doom 2016?
franchise? No, not it has not affected.
Okay.
It still would have stayed the same, but my opinions did change concerning the Doom franchise. Okay, going on with once I played Doom Eternal, which I'm finishing the DLCs this week, hopefully.
The downloadable contents.
Yes.
I think it's just the DLC.
But it did pick up.
I don't think the plural of content is contents.
I think you're correct. It's like
because like contents is like you're thinking, what's the contents of this thing?
It's like geese.
Yeah, or gooses. I thought it was gooses.
No, it's geese.
Geese? It's geese.
Multiple geeses.
Moose.
Okay.
Mouse.
Multiple meese. Multiple moose.
Multiple moose.
Multiple moose. Wait.
What's a meese?
What is multiple moose? Is it mooses or meese? I really don't know the answer to this. No, it's not mice. That's a completely different animal. But Doom. But my opinion completely changed, and I started to really enjoy playing the game.
That's right.
And it became much. Well, I don't want to say it became much more fast paced because it still was. It's all pretty much was when you started into an arena with a bunch of them around you and you had to kill them all. It was pretty much fast paced from the beginning, like you said, because that's the nature of the game. But the story started to pick up, and I got a lot more interested, and to me it was more fast paced just over time, even though the actual gameplay wasn't.
So you would say it drew you in more the more enemies they threw at you.
Well, it drew me in more the further I got in the game. Did they give me more enemies? I guess so.
Yes.
Because there was different enemy types as you built up. But whatever.
Then they start throwing like 2 Baron of Hells at you at once.
Yes, I remember that. I died a couple times then.
It's because you're bad. Oh wait, you died on I'm too young to die. The easiest difficulty.
The thing is, I only died like 3 times the entire time playing that game. Hot garbage. I know.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yes.
Did you ever use any other weapon other than the super shotgun after you figured out how amazing it is?
I don't think that I did.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard looking back, but I don't think that I did. The super shotgun was definitely OP, and you told me that it would be. And once I got started playing it, I definitely did not stop with the shot.
They
super
gave you
shotgun.
too much ammo in that first game for you to have such a massive weapon wheel that you
they
only
really
used.
Did.
Yeah,
once you upgraded it all the way, you got like 60 rounds.
Yeah, that's
60
ridiculous.
shotgun rounds.
And then once you upgrade your super shotgun, you can fire it 2 times.
Yes.
Without reloading, so it only uses
yes.
1 bullet every time you shoot it, but with the same power. So overpowered. All you have to do is use it, and you're like, do. It's fantastic.
Yes.
But it does make you feel like amazing.
Yes, it does. But ultimately, the second half of the game, I got really into it, and it.
Do y'all hear Aaron back there?
Okay. Yes. Okay. We'll keep this in so that people know him.
I was just about to go in there.
Aaron, like we have said, Aaron is definitely probably 4th place out of the 4 original beans.
He is definitely just an ingrown chest hair.
No,
I'm running with the
he's
joke.
still a brother.
I'm gonna run that into the ground.
He's still a bean.
Yeah, but
He's
with
just-
like a chest hair inside.
Think about no.
He's a hairy bean.
He.
No, that just doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but my opinion definitely changed halfway through, where it was boring, and I had to sort of force myself to play. And it wasn't like the worst game I've ever played, but like
That would be Fallout 76.
halfway through, it wasn't like the worst game I had to play. But I definitely got way more interested the second half, and my opinion changed, and it definitely gets a lot more beans than it would have originally. And so I would go so far as to say that I really enjoyed playing it.
That's right.
The first Doom game.
Get right.
Yet my opinion does change at the next Doom game, Doom Eternal.
There's a little bean tease for you.
It does change.
You tease beaners.
Oh my goodness. So how many beans do I give Doom? Are you ready for that?
Yes, just tell me.
Okay. I give it, for the first Doom 2016, I give it 7 out of 10 beans.
Okay, why leave out the 3 beans?
Because it was slow start. It was a slow start. Plus, yeah, it was a slow start.
You're taking 3 beans off because it has a build-up.
Yes, and it was long. The story had a build-up. Now, the game, like you said, is fast-paced from the beginning, where you're constantly running around and you don't stop, otherwise you die. But the story itself took too long to build up. Like it was like not until the 4th level that you finally meet Samuel Hayden. And it may have even been later than that. And then you start going after who you're trying to kill. Or at least you get to the level to where you're trying to get to Samuel Hayden.
I understand.
Yeah, and then you really get kicked off, and there's that. Oh, and I forgot about this. The voice acting. Whenever it's all robots, pretty much. It's either robots or like real deep raspy voices.
Listen, Samuel Hayden's voice is the sexiest voice you will ever hear in your life.
No, I completely disagree.
No, it is amazing.
I completely disagree. There's no emotion behind it.
It's not supposed to be emotion.
It's just the voice acting does not help the story.
Yeah, what do you mean?
And so I was disappointed in that. So if you want to get, that is another reason why I only gave it 7 out of 10 beans. I did not care for it.
Your opinion is wrong.
Especially whenever in the same universe you have Wolfenstein, where the voice acting and all of that is top notch.
I think the voice acting was perfectly fine in Doom.
I don't know how you could have improved it really, but unless you made him like just sound like a normal human.
But he wasn't supposed to.
Or what he may be. Which I know what he really is.
Don't tease their beans like that. It's like a spoiler.
Calm down.
Okay.
So, that's why I give it 7 out of 10. The voice acting was not amazing.
Boom!
Yeah, that over there is Aaron probably dying because he dies a lot in his game.
Because he's hot garbage.
Hot garbage. Yeah, let's not get confused there. Okay, now on to my next game. We'll just go ahead and say my next game is Doom Eternal. Jeremy assigned me that.
For all you people who didn't actually figure that by
now, and because I started to really like the Doom storyline towards the end of it, once I finished Doom, I jumped right into Doom Eternal as soon as I could. That's how much I ended up liking the storyline towards the end.
So tune in next week
for my opinions on Doom Eternal
on the BeanCast.
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 I don't even know what you said at the beginning. Something about a chest hair and it being
Don't even worry about
annoying.
it. Listen, I dropped the joke now, but you brought it back up.
It's not even
That's
a
such
joke.
A chest hair move.
I just couldn't remember what it was.
Wow.
Because it was hot garbage. Just like your chest hair.
You're like Larry the Lobster. Anyways.
Okay. Now, there is a little bit of... I
want to tell my opinion on Doom.
You already told it. You love it. It's your favorite game in
amazing.
the entire world. It's still
9 out of 10 beans, and the only reason I give it 9 instead of 10 is because of the ammo thing, where you can only you only need to use one weapon instead of the entire arsenal, and the game gets a lot more fun when you use the entire arsenal. But you have no reason to, so.
And that's all you're gonna say about it?
Yeah, because the rest of it was
else.
Perfect.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if you were gonna. You love the music and all that stuff, but like I said, you already kind of said all that anyway. So, okay, a little bit of video game news. I don't know how many people this is news to, but it's big to me because I really love the Assassin's Creed series, especially Odyssey, and I enjoyed Valhalla. But the next Assassin's Creed game is going to be Assassin's Creed Infinity. I have no idea what the story is going to be. There's actually been some turnover in Ubisoft, and concerning the Assassin's Creed, they really didn't know where they were going to take the series. And so now they know that it's going to be called Assassin's Creed Infinity, which means they have a storyline generally, and they are going to start the rest of the development process.
I've heard talks that Infinity, so I've heard talks that after these last 3 games, they were more open world and more focused on the past.
Assassin's Creed Origins, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
For you numbtards out there. And so I've heard people talk they're going to change it up again, because they changed it up when the Ezio collection came out and stuff or whatever. That was a completely different feeling of a game. I think they're going to change it up again into where it's different, it's going to be I don't know, more future oriented, or it's going to be I don't know. People say it's going to change it.
Future oriented.
Yeah.
Infinity does.
Indefinitely.
But but if it is, I don't know if I'll love it then, because I really love the history part. I love history. I mean, I just really do. And so if they take that aspect away from it, I don't know if I'm going to like it.
And that's why he's a woman in some regards, because he just lives in the past.
What in the world? That was great.
I know.
But I am not like a woman at all. And I don't live in the past. I just love reading about the past. But I don't bring it up in order to get my way.
That is literally about people living in the past. A woman.
See, you say that as someone who's not played Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
You're right, because I was playing Doom Eternal at the time.
Really?
Yeah, for the 4th time.
When did it come out?
No, it has been out for a year, but I played it.
When did this last DLC come out?
It just came out a few months ago.
Man, dude, they took them a long time to release these things.
Yeah, but they're so good.
Okay. So that's all the video game news I've got, I think. Let me look at my personal notes that are more in depth.
You got different notes from
I do.
me?
I've even got new notes for next week's episode.
Nudge, nudge. Stay tuned
Yeesh.
whenever that comes out, because we're not really keeping the schedule at this point.
We are. It's still coming out on the same day, Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday on Spotify, Thursday on YouTube.
So, like, subscribe on Spotify to get it extra early.
Yeah, and go and look up the BeanCast.
Subscribe or is it like follow?
You follow, actually.
Follow.
Yeah, follow on Spotify to get it a day early.
None of you boys are
But
leaders.
you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, The BeanCast, on YouTube.
We have a YouTube channel?
Yes, The BeanCast. Obviously, I do so much for this podcast.
Wow.
that he does not.
Listen, whatever. I edit, so...
I have edited the last 2 episodes.
No, you edited the last episode.
Oh, wait. I just assumed that this was going to be mine. But yeah.
I'm going... I edited the funny episode.
I don't know if they want to know this kind of stuff.
Okay.
I think they could care less. Okay.
Anyways.
On to our next segment.
I'm here for the personality.
We are going to talk about some of the new... or a couple new TV series that are going to be coming out on Disney Plus because TV does not exist.
You skipped one.
No.
Don't forget Expectation Beans.
That's what I'm doing right now.
It has asterisks on it. Okay, never mind.
That's what I'm doing. I'm getting to it. We're going to talk about a couple of TV series. Let's pause and listen to Aaron lose.
I don't know if they can hear it, actually.
I know that they can because I can hear it.
Yeah, but some...
Well, whenever you edit, you'll be able to figure it
Okay.
out. Okay. We got a couple of TV series we're going to talk about that's coming out on Disney Plus, and a couple of movies that are going to be coming out. We're going to do Expectation Beans, as he talked about, and we're also going to do just talk about what we expect from it, not just how many beans we give it. Okay. Y'all, I think that might be the most entertaining part of this entire show is listening to Aaron get his butt kicked.
That hurt my feelings.
What?
I am the most entertaining part of this show.
Oh my goodness. Okay. The first thing we're going to talk about, and we probably won't talk about this long because we don't care about him at all either. At least he's still alive.
Jeremy Renner is a fantastic person. Don't hate on him.
No, it's not about him. I enjoy his movies. I'm talking about Hawkeye, the TV series on Disney Plus. He is a hero with no superpowers and a loser who couldn't sacrifice himself for the Soul Stone.
He actually got beat up by a woman.
He got outsmarted by a woman. I mean, it's not like they... You are talking about Black Widow, right?
Yes.
It more like got outsmarted. Because she outsmarted him, but she got her own movie. He's only getting a TV show because she's hot garbage. He's hot garbage, actually.
I think this might be actually pretty good, just because I have such low expectations for it,
Right.
And I had such low expectations for like Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
and it
turned out was like fantastic, and then I had such high expectations for WandaVision,
hot garbage,
and it was kind of a disappointment. So I'm kind of like doing a little reversal thing on myself. Right. So I kind of expected to do good because I expected to do bad.
I think,
but in turn,
what is that, reverse psychology?
No,
on yourself.
I don't know, but in hindsight now, I'm thinking that since I'm doing that, I do in fact expect it to be good. I don't know. I'm kind of just excited to see more Hawkeye. I like Hawkeye.
Really, you do?
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching him in the first Avengers movie. He just shooting them arrows, man, and different kinds of arrows, and watching them.
Just shooting them arrows, man.
No, but for real though, and how they changed and to accomplish a different purpose. But anyway, and knowing that the different connections that he's got with Black Widow, that movie will probably add more meaning to that movie too.
But too bad the movie means nothing anyway. So
yeah, because Black Widow is dead. Hot garbage. Yeah, so you ain't walking that one.
When you did.
I mean, I'll watch it. I'll watch it and watch it like blow my mind, but not because it like has multiverse expectations or something, even though it might, but because I think that the fighting and the choreography is probably going to be pretty good.
I think the actual like acting and writing is going to be fantastic because it was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, assuming that similar teams or the same teams are working on them.
Right.
Could be a completely new team and they'd be hot garbage, but we'll just have to see. Speaking of good choreography, this will either make or break this movie. It is Shang-Chi.
The Legend of the Ten Rings. You didn't write that on the
I didn't because I didn't want to get it wrong. That's why I didn't say it, and I'll let you say it.
Legend of the Ten. Dude, I saw a new preview today when I watched The Jungle Cruise.
Oh man,
it was
it
so
did come
cool.
out. I did not watch it. I need to watch it.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic.
You think Shang-Chi is gonna be really good?
Yes,
I do look
dude.
forward to it.
From
really
what I've
do.
seen in the trailers, dude, it's gonna be not a kung fu movie.
Is it really? I really look forward to that.
In the sense of when the fight scenes are. I think the choreography is gonna be top notch.
All right, and if it is, it will either make or break the movie.
Yeah, honestly.
I really do look forward to it. It's going to be a different kind of Marvel movie than we've seen so far. I expect it to be sort of similar to Doctor Strange in the sense of magic. That's what it makes me think of, magic. Because
that's what it is.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so that's what it makes me think of.
I think I was wrong. I don't think that the Mandarin's in this. Or I don't know. I really don't know.
I wouldn't think so, but I don't know. It wasn't the guy in Iron Man 3, what is it, Mr. Butkus from Bedtime Stories? The guy, he plays Mr. Butkus on that. But anyway, he's the real bad guy in Iron Man 3. Wasn't he technically the Mandarin?
No, he was Aldrich Killian, I think. Aldrich Killian? Please don't crucify me for that. He was a completely different bad guy. And then the Mandarin is a completely different bad guy that they butchered.
Yeah, I know that.
They also butchered Taskmaster.
I didn't know if he ended up being
Taskmaster.
It, though. Hot garbage. I do look forward to Shang-Chi. I look forward to watching it in theaters in the middle of August, right? Which is this month.
I think so. You didn't write it down on the notes. So I
didn't, man. I didn't write on my personal notes either because I do my homework.
It's definitely coming out in the future.
Okay. Next, we've got Venom, Let There Be Carnage. The new trailer came out this week. I guess. The new trailer came out this week, and it made me look forward to it even more because old Woody Harrelson's in it. I knew that was in there, but I still look forward to it. The trailer was cool. I have no idea how, if they do add Venom and Carnage, or at least Venom, maybe Carnage dies in this one, I don't know, how they add him to Spider-Man because he's out there eating people.
I don't think they're going to do it on a real note. I think they're doing their own thing, and we won't get to see Venom and Carnage
that may be
together,
possible.
and it makes
that
me
may
sad.
be true. We didn't talk about Morbius at all.
What is there to talk about? Jared Leto's Morbius.
Yeah, and he's probably going to play a really good Morbius, unlike he did the Joker. But I'm just saying, there is a possibility of him being involved.
I missed the damaged tattoo on his forehead, though. I liked that.
Really?
No.
I was like, no, you didn't. I really look forward to Morbius. I think that he's going to be a good Morbius. We didn't mention him at all when we talked about the Sinister Six, is all I was saying. Even though Michael Keaton's the Vulture is in there, even though he's in prison.
I think he gets out, dude.
Who?
Michael Keaton. I think he got out of prison.
It looked like he still had his hands.
The Vulture. Michael Keaton didn't. No.
Well, I'll have to watch it again.
He's totally not out. No, he's totally not in prison in the middle of an alleyway.
I really hope that Morbius is not a part of the Sinister Six. But we didn't mention it last week, and I thought maybe it'd be worth at least a mention. So I do look forward to that movie, though. I really do.
I guess. It's kind of like in the back of my mind. I forget it exists.
I did too, but then I watched the trailer, and it was just, I feel like the mood is going to be perfect for that movie, and the theme is going to be perfect for a Morbius movie.
Mooding is mood. I'm
mood.
Done. Mood is always what Kent looks for.
Yeah, a good mood.
Yeah, he loves mood lighting.
Mood. All right, let's go back. How many expectation beans are we giving the Hawkeye TV series?
We literally forgot to give expectation beans, and then I made a whole joke about it.
Because we are.
Beans.
You're
hot garbage, though.
Out of 10, beans.
I think it's going to be a solid 5.
5 out of 10 beans. I think that's fair. I'm going to give it a expectation beans, 4 out of 10 beans, with the chance of earning 8 out of 10 beans, or more, I guess, if it just really is amazing. Because if the fight scenes are good, it can earn a high bean count for me. If the choreography is good. I keep saying fight scenes like I'm a kid still. But if the choreography is good, I'll give it more beans, all the way up to probably an 8. I don't see it getting more than that. But it could go up.
You don't think it's going to be the golden standard?
Not unless Spider-Man shows up.
Yeah, that's true.
If he does, then yes.
Yeah.
It might get 10. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know if Spider-Man and Hawkeye would even mix.
What about Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi. My expectation beans a good old... Now that you've said what you said, I'd give it a good old expectation beans of 8 out of 10.
I agree.
I would go back. I go back and forth between 8 or a 7.
I think where it's gonna fall short is the story and the writing. Honestly,
You really think so?
I think it's gonna fall.
I
short
think
there.
that the acting and the writing will probably be fine. It's the fight scenes that I'm worried about.
I think the fight scenes are gonna be great. From what I've seen, I think it's gonna be great. Of course, I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, it gets a 2.
I was like, not a 0, man. It's still Marvel. All right, Venom. Let There Be Carnage. What are we thinking there?
I'm thinking it's gonna
Expectation beans.
I think
it's not fun getting interrupted, is it? Expectation beans time.
I'm gonna give it 3. No, sorry.
Oh my goodness, you did not look forward to this movie. I thought we looked forward to.
4 out of 10 beans. Honestly,
Really? Why?
I don't think it's gonna end up being super good.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. I just get the feeling.
You get the feeling that Let There Be Carnage is not going to be all that good.
It wiggles my chest hairs the wrong way.
Yeah, I really have no idea. Again, I don't really love how Venom and Carnage are so powerful, even though they are really powerful. I always expected that. I'm just going to roll with the 5 out of 10 beans because I have no idea.
Well, it doesn't have Spider-Man in it, and they're Spider-Man characters, so that automatically takes off 2 beans for me.
Yeah.
And then the first Venom was entertaining, but the writing was kind of not that good, and the actual story and the bad guy was kind of not that good either. But it was really funny at some points and really cool to look at. So.
Oh yeah.
That's from the trailer. It's so funny.
Yeah, it was, but it kind of made him look like a buffoon.
Yeah.
But anyway. Okay, so now, next, we're going to move on to a different universe, one that Kathleen Kennedy tried to destroy. It's the Star Wars universe with the Kenobi series. Coming out on Disney+. They started filming in March. Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen are playing in it.
Deborah Chow is
directing it. She directed 2 episodes in Season 1 of The Mandalorian. One was The Sin, where The Mandalorian goes and retakes Grogu from the Empire. I mean, I don't know what you'd call it. Recaptures Grogu from the Empire.
What kind of name is Deborah Chow, anyways?
She's Asian.
Yeah, but
she's either Chinese or Japanese, probably.
Chow?
Chow.
Her name, it's that would be like your name being Kent Beans or Kent Noodles.
What?
Chow mein is what I think of. It makes me hungry. She makes me hungry.
That's not at all what I was.
You're making me.
I was confused what you're talking about. But she directed 2 episodes of Season 1 of The Mandalorian. One was The Sin. The other one, I believe, was called The Reckoning, and it's where Moff Gideon finally shows up. It's the second to last episode, and he corners them in the little bar when they're trying to make a deal. Those were 2 of some of the best episodes in Season 1, even though there was a bunch of them in The Mandalorian. But she's going to be directing the entire Kenobi series, and just the fact that it's Obi-Wan Kenobi, who is my favorite Star Wars character, I really look forward to it. She's going to be the sole director, though. It's not going... She's the sole director of the Kenobi series.
SOLE, for those who are wondering. She's not going to be the actual soul of the director.
SOUL.
No.
SOLE.
Soul is the only director.
I was trying to figure out what other souls there was. Because, what is the sole of a shoe?
I think that's SOLE, too.
I do, too. I do have more than what's on this outline, by the way.
What?
I'm about to bust out some more research. But not really much. Not too much more about the Kenobi series, because I really don't know a lot about it.
I think it's going to be boring.
There is that danger.
Boring.
Because Obi-Wan Kenobi is supposed to be on Tatooine keeping watch over Luke Skywalker.
Doing absolutely nothing.
Except hiding out like a hermit.
And then going crazy.
Please stop doing that to the mic.
They love my voice.
No, they don't.
Don't hit me.
Trust me, I've gotten comments.
I love my voice. I've also gotten comments.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
I love my voice.
You haven't, have you?
I have.
Not.
People think I'm hilarious.
Oh, my goodness. No one thinks you're hilarious. No, it's
Mom
pretty
thinks
funny.
I'm funny.
Yeah, Mom thinks I'm funny, too, and that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, it means something.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that.
No.
Okay.
I mean
now,
something.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. It has a very good chance of being boring. I will admit that. And that is kind of what I'm afraid of. But he played... Ewan McGregor plays such a good Obi-Wan Kenobi that I know he's going to do the part.
Yeah, but all he has to compare to is Alec Guinness. So,
But he was... No, my point is he was the best thing that happened in the prequels. He's the best part of the prequels.
Really? You think so? I think Hayden Christensen played the fire.
Sand. I hate sand.
Out of Sandboy.
It's coarse. And it gets everywhere.
I think he played
Hot
Sandboy
garbage.
pretty well.
He played what?
I think he played Sandboy really well.
Sandboy. You mean Sandman?
No.
Spider-Man reference.
He was a child.
He was.
You know.
But no, it doesn't have a chance of being boring. I don't know.
I love you.
I don't really know what Hayden Christensen's going to be in the movie. I really don't know.
Probably Sandboy.
The thing is, if they possibly were to like find a way to rig Darth Maul in there, that would probably be the only thing that would give it some serious action.
He was in Rebels. And then he died in Rebels.
And so they got to figure something. They got to figure out a way to work around that
and not make it boring.
Right, in order to not make it boring. I don't know how you can make it not boring, to be honest.
Because it's just him and Sam.
It has a big danger of being being a WandaVision for me. Because
Yeah.
I do love Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I really look forward to seeing him on the big screen again. But it does have a chance of being boring and meaningless.
I think
because
it's
Obi-Wan
going to be
Kenobi
like
is
the
dead.
first 2 episodes of The Mandalorian season 1. Boring.
I can't even remember what the second episode was.
That's the sad part, ain't it?
The first
It's
one,
where he wrestles with that big thing. I forget what it's called.
They released both episodes at the same time, I think.
Because they were both so boring.
They were going to be just one big episode because he was on the. Yeah, the second one was very boring. It's when he fought the Jawas, pretty much. And then, but the first one wasn't that bad because the end was pretty cool. But the second one was boring, and it the Kenobi series has a danger of being boring. It really does. So going in, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 beans.
I'm going to give it a 3.
Yeah, because of the danger of it. It could be really good or hot
boring.
garbage.
It's going to be very boring. It's going to make me sad.
I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue against that because it very well could.
Because I'm right. I'm always right.
Well, I don't know. I hope you're wrong, to be honest.
Yeah, I hope so too, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I've already seen it.
No, you haven't. Some of the news out of Disney. Scarlett Johansson's suing them.
Oh yeah, I was asking about that earlier.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson is suing them because they didn't just release her movie in theaters, but they released it on Disney Plus, and half of it went in the box office and half of it went to Disney Plus.
Basically, she sued them for a breach of contract. That's all I know.
Yeah, and so we'll just see who wins, Disney or the Jansen.
I think Disney's just gonna throw a bunch of money at her to get her to shut up, and it's gonna work.
Yeah, because she's already like a high-profile actress anyway, really. And so it's not like she's going to get a better gig by a good box office rating. But it's more of a money thing to me. But we will see what happens there. I also read an article earlier today. Okay, and we're going on to our favorite topic.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
I love you, Spider-Man.
I like this. This is a nice surprise. Do we have cake?
No, we don't have cake, but we could get Bonnie to make us one because she's a good cook. She's made 2 cheesecakes this week for 2 birthdays.
Yeah, but
at
the
our
first one was
we
like
work at.
Garbage.
Mom thinks that she burnt it.
She did. It tastes burnt. And
Sound
then
like she'd been
today
playing
she
Doom.
made a snickerdoodle cake.
Hot
Cheesecake.
garbage.
It is so good.
I didn't get the chance to eat it.
So good.
But you sound like the Geonosian guy. Yes. All right, you added the snorts, and that's just not it.
Yeah, it is. He does that. He goes that. I'm
you
serious.
didn't do it like that. It was hot garbage.
You
ruined it.
You ruined it.
It's hot garbage. Okay. Now, this is very interesting, and this article popped up on my Facebook as I was scrolling through it on the news tab, because I still have Facebook.
That's the extent of his research.
It's on the news tab.
Facebook.
It did kind of pop up.
All right, what's your Facebook knowledge, man?
Okay. It was an article by MovieWeb, and it talked about the new No Way Home series.
Series?
The movie, sorry. Sorry.
Don't touch my thigh like that. That was really weird.
R-I-C-H-T-M-A-N. It's Rickman.
No.
Richtman.
No.
Richtman.
No.
Richtman. The T is not silent.
TCH?
No, it's C-H-T.
Oh, is it?
Richtman.
I misspelled it.
Richtman.
Is Richmond the capital of Virginia?
I don't know, but it is a city there, or a town, or a place. It has a municipal court.
But does it have a post office?
Yes, it has that. That's what I mean. That's what makes it a town.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it has its own zip code.
Richtman also, so he believes, and I don't know what he bases this off of, but he said the article's quoted like this: Richtman also reminded the fans that Green Goblin will be the main antagonist of the film.
There's no way that's true. I'm live Google.
All right. According to reports, William Dafoe's Goblin will assemble the Sinister Six from various universes, grabbing the attention of Doctor Strange, who himself is exploring the multiverse in his next film. Moreover, Maguire and Garfield will play a prominent role in Spider-Man No Way Home instead of lengthy cameos. Let's hope they don't end up stealing Tom Holland's thunder. That's according to the article, not according to what he said exactly. Okay, that's not a direct quote by Richtman, but that's from the article, from MovieWeb, which I don't know how reliable it is at all, but it does kind of make me laugh because of my selection of the Sinister Six in the last BeanCast.
I'm taking it with a grain of salt because I really.
Well, me too. I'm not betting my life on it.
Well, yeah, but
not at all. But it did. I am not doomed. That's you. But I did really enjoy seeing that after I busted out the Green Goblin last week and you weren't expecting it. It makes me happy to do things like that to you. He said there's some, and I don't know, this is where it kind of like sets me off, like I'm not sure how reliable he really is. It says there is some evidence to back up Richtman's claims. Both Garfield and Maguire were spotted near Spider-Man No Way Home set in Atlanta. If reports are to be believed, Maguire was there for a costume fitting.
That's dumb.
Which makes sense because he is in the movie, I believe. Even though you can't really tell from the what are we talking about? The cast list we talked about last week.
Yeah.
The article continues, one of the most anticipated films of the year, Spider-Man No Way Home, is set to release this Christmas. Did you recognize what I did there?
Wow. Yeah, I picked it up.
Marvel has been reluctant to share any major plot details, so fans are trying other ways to learn more about the film. Numerous plot leaks have happened in the last few months, with many fan theories and rumors circulating on the internet. But a recent leak may have given out a huge spoiler regarding the Spider-Man multiverse. The leak comes at the hands of Marvel insider Daniel Richtman.
Does he work at Marvel?
He revealed on, I don't know.
I think he's just a Redditor.
Well, it was on this article. That's all I know. He revealed on Twitter that both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are reprising their roles as the web slingers from Sony's earlier Spider-Man movies. News that has been swirling for more than a year. The big takeaway is that the two actors will be co-leads in the movie. That's what they think. That's what.
No, they gotta be glorified cameos at least.
And I think so too. That they have to
because
it needs to be Tom Holland's movie.
Exactly. It's not their movie anymore.
Right.
As much as I love and hate, as much as I love Tobey Maguire and hate Andrew Garfield, they cannot be the stars of this movie. Their time is done.
It needs to be Tom Holland.
It cannot help. It cannot hurt the story. These characters coming in there because you can tell the Spider-Man story without having all this multiverse stuff happening.
You can because it's so amazing. Amazing Spider-Man. Okay, but this is the next line in the article. It says, "But take that with a grain of salt, considering that nothing has been confirmed yet."
It basically means it's full of lies.
Though Richtman does have a good track record in these matters.
They say that about everyone.
Not everyone, just Richtman.
Richmond. I'm pronouncing it Richmond.
Wait, Aaron's losing again.
Every time you mention it, it's silence.
I know, because I think he hears me.
I don't think our brother is real anymore.
I think Aaron is hot garbage.
What? 2 in a row? He got dadified 2 in a row.
2 in a row, hot garbage. I think the Aaron losing in the background is one of the best parts of this episode.
I don't know, it might be.
He's hot garbage. This is another article, but it's about a different topic. First of all, let's say he's correct about this part, that it is a variant of William Dafoe's Green Goblin jumping into the different universes, picking these guys out, and he is the one that puts them together. Do you, as a Doc Ock fan, do you really hate that, or is it just oh, that's cool, that'd be all right?
I don't like it.
Okay, explain.
Okay, like if they would have just brought Alfred Moloney,
hot garbage.
Or Molina.
It's not Maloney like Dave Maloney. Okay, it's Molina.
All right. Alfred Molina. He I would be okay with him coming back as Dr. Octopus, but not the same Dr. Octopus that died.
You really don't want him to be?
I don't. I want this to be his own Spider-Man.
Once you first mentioned to me that the Green Goblin probably would be in there because you were the one that mentioned it to me first months ago, I went and watched Spider-Man, the first one with Tobey Maguire and Green Goblin, obviously, just to imagine that somewhere within that movie he was sucked out of that universe and brought to whatever we're going to end up seeing, and then put right back whenever the multiverse is all put back into place. However many movies further that is.
You
after
think they're
Kang
going to
loses.
restore the timeline?
I really think so. I don't see how.
I don't think so. I think they're just going to find a way to kill all the Kangs.
I don't see how you could put that in a movie. That just doesn't make sense. Because like we talked about last week, you have to keep killing and keep killing and keep killing them. I mean, they're not assassin murderers. They're superheroes.
I don't know, but like, how would you do that though? I mean,
a good Kang comes back into power and puts things back together.
But it just kills everyone again. He kills endless
he's the good
universes
guy until he gets bored and it starts over again.
But
yes.
kills endless universes is the good guy. Murders.
Well, he's not the one going and trying to take over everything, and
he
and
did
put them
take
into
over
slavery,
everything.
But he's not trying to put them into slavery like these other Kangs. To me, give the impression of doing. He's not out here trying to fight the Avengers. He's just up there trying to keep things in order.
But they eliminate free will. He eliminates the free will of anybody.
Well, then I guess Doctor Strange is going to have to be in his place.
Well, then he would eliminate free will anyways. Also.
Sorry, y'all. Aaron's dying in the background some more.
Yeah, you're trash.
Hot garbage.
Garbage.
Hot garbage. Don't get confused.
Stinky hot garbage.
Well, it's just hot.
Nose hairs.
I thought you were on chest hairs.
Yeah.
Infected chest hairs. Or
on
ingrown. Did you say ingrown chest hairs or infected chest hairs?
Ingrown. Don't be gross.
Ingrown is. Do those even exist?
Yeah.
I don't know if those exist.
Yeah, I had
They're
one.
all infected. That is an infected chest hair, man.
I had one.
Okay, he must have pulled it out in the episode. In the middle of this episode.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so there's one article here, and I'll get to that in a second. I want to get to one I read earlier, and it's because the What If series is going to be coming out for Marvel.
Marvel Zombies. I'm so ready for it. It's going to be cool.
This is what I'm getting at. The What If episode is going to be about all these different things, like what if something happened and it changes everything, like such as what if Peggy Carter got the serum instead of Steve Rogers, and she became Captain America powerful. We're going to get into it. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that.
Are you like
just
talking
yet.
about our expectations of what happened in the episode that she becomes? Like, what do we think?
No, I'm just explaining. That's what the What If series is about.
Oh, okay.
You know, what if Iron Man didn't? What if one of them I thought was kind of odd and random was what if Killmonger saved Tony Stark and he didn't get a chance to build in the cave? Old Obadiah.
Tony Stark built this in a cave.
Obadiah.
Like scream. We're
Hot garbage.
Oh, we didn't mention this earlier, and this is like a sidebar, but we're not in our usual studio. We're in Alabama in an apartment.
Yes, our parents' apartment.
Yeah. We're grown men living with our parents right now.
Actually, that would be Aaron.
Yeah, actually. We're just staying over for a few nights.
He's going to be mad about that. But whatever. Yeah. It's his own fault. He needed to. He has a job, and he's not like a bum or nothing, but he does live. He does live with his mommy and daddy.
I like mom and dad.
I do too, but I don't want to live with them anymore. I like having my own place with my own studio.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, we are in a satellite campus doing the BeanCast.
It's not a satellite campus because we're recording from this.
It's not even a campus, but you know, whatever.
No,
the BeanCast.
It's just an alternate recording area.
It's an alternate universe. All right,
what if the BeanCast was recorded
in their parents'
600 miles away?
It's not 600 miles from here to West Virginia.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm not going to argue that because I might be wrong.
Get wrecked. That's what I thought.
Hot garbage.
Garbage.
Okay, so the What If series, they're going to come out with toys for it. Did you know that?
I figured they would come out with toys for it.
Okay, well, they're going to come out with toys for it.
I cannot wait.
And they question whether or not, and this kind of goes with what this article is about, this one here. The article, just the title of it is, Could Marvel's Captain Carter and Other What If Stories Go to Live Action?
No.
Well, what if they are parts, and this is what the other article talked about, what if they're just variants?
They are variants. That's what this is about.
Exactly, and they just bring it from a cartoon version into the live action big Avengers movie, and they put them all together.
The whole point of What If.
I think that they're doing the What If series to figure out which ones click with the audience, and they're going to try to bring it to live action, and the multiverse deal. I mean, it's
an anthology series. It's going to be smaller stories.
Well, yeah.
Things that would never be able to be put on the big screen.
Why?
Because they're smaller stories, and they mean nothing. Listen, they made a big mistake with Black Widow. I think they've realized this before the movie comes out.
Putting it on Disney Plus and in theaters?
No, by making it.
No, they didn't. They didn't, because they're still making the Hawkeye series. Well, okay, wait, he's not dead. What? There was another movie about someone that died, I thought. Who?
No.
Hot Garbage.
Hot Garbage.
I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's wrong.
You're wrong.
But I think that they'll bring some of it to live action.
I don't. Like, all right, what would they bring to live action?
Well, probably old Peggy Carter.
You think they would bring Peggy Carter,
maybe? Whatever she is, but
becoming Captain America into live action. They already have the next Captain America movie in the works.
I think that they might, because they might be trying to get Captain America back.
There might be a cameo.
I'm not talking about their own standalone movie.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about in like a multiverse movie.
Okay.
Okay, maybe
That's
not
different.
Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness, but just a multiverse movie. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not
like
talking about
like
their
a glorified cameo type deal.
Yeah, I'm not talking about their own movie.
I was like, there's no way they're gonna make Peggy Carter the first Avenger.
No. Just like they made all those Loki show up as a variant. They would just be a little bit larger scale, because they'll probably be helping them fight Kang the Conqueror.
I don't think Peggy Carter's going to help fight Kang the Conqueror.
Well, it's not just about her. It's those other stories that might show up.
The zombies are going to show up and need everyone?
Maybe they get pulled into other multiverses. Maybe they get used as a weapon.
In the comics, they do go to another universe.
Well, maybe that's what happens.
And then they eat that entire universe.
No, that won't happen, because Tom Holland can't die.
Exactly. Actually, and never mind. It's gross. But it's the Spider-Man that's not a zombie gets like Sandman goes inside him and explodes him from the inside. It's really gross, but it's pretty cool. Big yawn. He's yawning.
I am, dude. It is.
He's looking for like articles. We're trying to.
No, I'm not. I had him saved his pictures. Here.
Okay. He saved pictures. Wow, he did some research.
No, I did do that just a second ago.
He tantalized his beans there with that research. Big beans. Big, hairy. Beans.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping that one in there.
Yeah, but so there's that. I just thought those couple of articles were very interesting, and I look forward to some of those what if things. I didn't know how much forward I would look forward to it, but I look pretty forward to it.
My expectation beans for what if is like
I almost forgot the expectation
beans. I think it's going to be a solid 8 or 9 out of 10 beans. I'm so excited.
Really? You are excited?
I think it's going to be really good.
I thought it was going to be kind of whack. And if they bring it into the multiverse movies...
I don't think they will.
...in some way, then maybe I'll care a little bit more about it. I do look forward to it. I will definitely watch it, even though it's an animated thing. But I give it a good 6 out of 10 beans, because I'm just not like super excited about it.
Okay.
How many did you give?
8 or 9.
8 or 9. Wow, slap, dude. You think really Spider-Man is going to be a part of it?
Yes, he has to be. He's in the trailer.
What is he?
Yeah, as a zombie Spider-Man.
That's not what I'm talking about.
It counts though.
It's still hot garbage.
You're hot garbage.
Aaron's hot garbage, actually.
Okay, so what did you think? Okay, about your favorite actor. He doesn't have Woody Harrelson doesn't have a wig.
Dude, we are good.
He doesn't have a wig
BeanCast.
in Venom: Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah, and I thought that was odd, because he did in the end credit scene.
Exactly. Granted,
Maybe
the wig looked terrible in the end credit scene. But how do you feel about the massacring your boy like that?
I did think that was wag. What I didn't like is seeing carnage come out of him, like his whole face.
You did or you didn't?
I didn't. It was like odd.
Really?
Like,
it's supposed to look like that.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then I'm just
that's
I just
the way
need to get over it.
No, in Venom and then in this one, that's how the symbiotes come out.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I love it,
That's
but
the
I
way
didn't
they
know if
did
I
it in
loved
the
it in the
movie.
first one, in the Venom.
The first one is not as good as people remember it. Okay? The only reason they like it is because it was Venom. And Venom's cool. And it was Venom done rather well, considering there's no Spider-Man. And that's why I'm not looking forward to this one as much as like someone like, I don't know, Hot Garbage Aaron over there.
Hot garbage.
But because there's no Spider-Man. Spider-Man is such an instrumental part of Venom's story from like the original Venom. Like that it's really, really hard to have him and like to make him his own character without Spider-Man. Venom is a side character by nature.
Right. And I understand that. And that's one of the dangers of making, which really, if it was just one Venom movie, then it would probably be okay. Like, there's going to be just one Morbius movie, one Craven movie, as of right now. You can't really make more than one of those and make it viable.
But, like, I mean, I'm talking, like, it's a whole aspect, you know, why Venom is such an evil person at first and then slowly becomes an anti-hero is because it has both the Venom, the symbiote, who got rejected by Spider-Man and hates Spider-Man because he rejected him so hard. And then you have Eddie Brock, who Peter Parker ruined his career. And so you get both of those together,
Double whammy.
And it's like mega hatred, and there's your character. And
Double
then you
bean
build
must.
off of that. They don't have that in the new Venom, so it's kind of
Hot garbage.
So that's why I'm not super looking forward to Let There Be Carnage as much as like some other people are. It looks cool. I think it's going to be a cool show. You know, it's going to look cool, and the fight scenes are going to be cool CGI. But that's about it.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, Tom Hardy is a saint. Okay, he's fantastic.
Well, not a saint, but he is a very good
He's
actor.
a saint of movies.
I really did, and I enjoyed him.
He does the voice for Venom.
Oh, he does?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course he
I think
does.
it's great.
Well, we'll see, man. We already gave our expectation beans on all of that good stuff. All right, you can cut this part out. What do you think about that? Rewatch a movie a week, and then give it bean ratings.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do any movie, old movies, just old movies, not just Marvel movies.
Yeah. Do you think it's a good idea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, y'all. We have come out with a new segment for the BeanCast because we're running out of stuff to say.
It's in the same vein as Kent's gaming stuff,
Which is you've got to try a new game out because you have such a small variety of games that you actually play.
His portfolio was utter butt trash.
Hot garbage. Even I'll say that about it.
It's an infected hair.
But I have enjoyed so far
On
trying
his
out
chest.
new games.
Like Doom.
And Spider-Man Miles Morales. That was the first
Yeah,
one I
but
did
he was gonna
because
play that anyways.
I was.
So it doesn't really
Because
count that
I
much.
love you, Spider-Man.
We can't keep saying the same joke
I
from
will
previous
I will.
episodes.
I'm not saying that as a joke. It's serious.
Yeah, so is that chest hair.
Hey, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
This is our new segment, though. We are going to watch a movie once a week, at least one a week. I don't think we'll
Older
do more.
movies that we would have never watched if we hadn't been on the BeanCast.
Yeah, and some movies that we have watched.
He just wants to rewatch the Marvel films.
I mean, I don't. Not really.
Be honest. Be honest.
I do like watching them.
Boom.
But no, that's not the only reason. I do want to watch new movies and come up with more stuff to talk about on the BeanCast.
But we want you guys to be a part of this. I want y'all.
Yes.
We want y'all to tell us what to watch.
Yes, comment and tell us what you want us to watch.
Yes.
And comment and tell me what you want me to play, what game you want me to play.
Right.
So I can give my good and viable opinion from a professional gamer.
I'm the professional gamer.
Just as long as we ain't Aaron, we're going to be okay.
Yeah, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're about wrapping up. We're kind of getting on to just rambling about stuff.
Yeah, but again, really do comment and tell us what you want us to play, what you want us to watch. We really love suggestions.
Hey, and we might even add another segment where we rate chest hairs.
We won't do that, so please stop with the joke.
Listen,
I'm not going to let you come up with your own intros if you carry the intro all the way to the ending.
It has to. It's just the running joke. Yeah.
It's hot garbage.
You're hot garbage.
Well, so is your
You're
joke.
a chest hair.
And at the times that would be perfect for Aaron to go, I stink. Blah, blah, blah. He doesn't do it.
He never says I stink.
Yeah, but he should.
Yeah, amen.
Hot garbage.
All right. Well,
anyway,
guys,
we really enjoyed having you today and doing the BeanCast again for the third week in a row. We made it to week 3 and to the end of week 3.
That's right, double digits.
We did it barely. It's not double digits. There's 3 points on it though.
3 points.
Yeah, 1, a 2, a 3.
So triple digits.
No.
We'll see you guys on the next episode
of
the
BeanCast.
BeanCast.